Okay. I first met Darin Moore summer of 1989, year I graduated high school. We met at Rose State, and it was then junior college. We were both doing the summer stock theater together and continued to work together between Rose State and Whodunit for the next 5 years. And you really form an intense bond when you're so young, and we had a group of us that were always so very close and silly. And one of the memories I have of Darin is we were both in this play called Rose Without a Thorn. It was a period piece about Catherine Howard, the fifth wife of Henry VIII. And he played the ghost of Thomas Culpeper, and I played the ghost of Anne Boleyn. Both of us sort of, well, what was going to happen to Catherine. We kind of hung around and talked to her about it. But it was so fun to be with him. He came up to me and he was like, "Have you ever heard of kabuki theater?" And I was like, "What? No, what is kabuki?" And he said, "Well, it's Japanese theater, and I have this great idea of how we can have these strips of sheer material, and we'll glue them to ourselves, and we'll look more ghostly." And I said, "Sure, that sounded really great, to make yourself look more like a ghost on stage." And it was a really great production. We had this long, ethereal, flowy costumes, and we had strips of this sheer material glued to us with liquid latex. We have to just peel it off. He had strips where he had no hair on his arms. I felt sorry for him. And it was always fun just to be in any kind of production with him. We'd be in the corner of the makeup room gluing strips of fabric to ourselves, and every so often he would just go kabuki. And it just was silly. He wasn't afraid to be silly to make you laugh. And I think that was one of his best traits. He's always so much fun to hang out with. And years later, when we were able to get back in contact with each other, and he told me how successful he was as a makeup artist, and he showed me he was in Fangoria, the magazine, and I just laughed. He told me, "I always wanted to be in Fangoria," and I was like, "I can't believe it." And he was showing me how he turned Armand Asante into a werewolf, and it was a little surreal. And it didn't surprise me at all, though, because he was so talented and creative that he was going to be successful in anything he did. And 21 years was too short a time to have you as a friend there, and I love you and I miss you.